It's a very special honor to be here to celebrate and to send off the wonderful Baroness Shreela Flather. She was a force of nature. There are different ways of being a force of nature. Some people are whirlwinds, and some people are kind of flowers that make things happen in the world and in people's hearts and spirits. Shreela made things happen. She did so many things and somehow gave the impression of not doing so many things. She had a joyful spirit. She was provocative, as you've heard earlier. She had a sharp wit. She had great warmth. Gave the best parties. Her summer parties are legendary. I miss them. I miss her enormously. I miss her greatly. There are many things I'd like to share with you, but I'll just choose two things. I used to have lots of discussions with her, philosophical and foolish and witty and joyful discussions. And one that keeps coming back is a conversation we had once about the Bhagavad Gita. It was a favorite work. And she used to talk to me about the concept of Dharma. She used to talk about that moment when Vishnu was talking to Arjuna. Arjuna was having difficulties about getting to this war with his relations, his brothers on the other side. And Vishnu said, well, you have to do your responsibility. You have to do your duty. It is an impossible duty, but you have to do it. And I was struck by her. She kept coming back to this. The size of the difficulty, the terribleness of the duty, but you must do it. And I think it was exemplified in the memorial gates, which you can see at the back of that photograph, which I think is in many ways the visual masterpiece of her life, an enormously difficult thing to bring off, to celebrate the million or so lives from the Commonwealth, people who gave their lives for us to be here, basically. And there'd been no formal celebration of them in London and in England. And she brought about the very first one. It was an epic struggle. And towards the end of it, she summoned me, because that's what she does, and said, Ben, you have to find words for the gates. And I said, I don't know how I'm going to do that. And she said, remember what Vishnu said. Difficult duty, but you have to do it. I tell you what moved me about that. It's the faith she had. She could have chosen words from Tagore, from Shakespeare, from Shoenka, from the great tradition of poetry across the world and across the Commonwealth. But she asked little young me. So I'm going to read from the poem that the words come from. But I just also want to say, I want to thank Shreela for bringing so many people into my life, for bringing all of us here together. I want to thank her for the way in which she brought the tremendous Indian spirit into Britain. I want to thank her for the fabulous achievement of her life, which she managed with a kind of grace and a kind of a smile, and that laughter, that famous laughter, and with food and jokes. She loved people. She loved gardens. She loved the House of Lords. She loved being cheeky. She loved pulling your leg. My leg is a foot longer because of her. And above all, she loved life. So I'm going to read this, which I hope celebrates one aspect of her life. Will you be at the harvest, among the gatherers of new fruits? Then you must begin today to remake your mental and spiritual world and join the warriors and celebrants of freedom, realizers of great dreams. You can't remake the world without remaking yourself. Each era begins within. It is an inward event with unsuspected possibilities for inner liberation. We could use it to turn on our inward lights. We could use it to use even the dark and negative things positively. We could use the new era to clean our eyes, to see the world differently, to see ourselves more clearly. Only free people can make a free world. Infect the world with your light. Help fulfill the golden prophecies. Press forward the human genius. Our future is greater than our past.